Hello beautiful souls, welcome to my channel. In today's video we're doing a pick a card reading on any important messages coming from your future self, where we're going to have a look at your current energy, any future challenge or opportunity that might come through, as well as any key advice or messages coming from your future self. So very excited about this video. A small disclaimer before we get into it, that this is a general reading, so please only take with you what resonates and completely leave out the rest. So for this reading, we have 4 different piles that you can choose from. Today, instead of crystals, we have different stickers. So you can choose, as always, with your intuition, or simply choose the pile that you feel like most drawn to in terms of number or image. So for pile number 1, we have the sticker with the crystal. Pile number 2, we have the sticker with the butterfly. Pile number 3, we have the sticker with the eye. And pile number 4, we have the sticker with the sun. So if you're drawn to multiple piles, that's also completely fine. Just really trust whatever your intuition says and guides you to. And once you're ready and you have made your selection, you can scroll down into the comment section or the description box to find the pile associated to your reading. So I'm very excited to see you there. Bye for now. Hello pile 1, if you chose the crystal sticker, then this is your reading on any important messages from your future self. So let's have a look at what we got for you. We have the 8 of Pentacles. We have the 8 of Swords. I'm gonna tell you in a second what they mean. We have the Death card. And then we have the Strength card. And we have the Temperance card. Wow, 3 major arcana in a row. Very nice. All right. Sounds like a very important message for you to receive. So very good. Now we're going to have the clarifier for each card. We have the High Priestess. We have the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. We have the 5 of Wands. The Page of Cups and the Queen of Wands. Oh, I love this vibe. Okay. So we begin with the 8 of Pentacles and the High Priestess. And this is really telling me about your current energy. And I feel like you've been dedicating yourself to something. You've been really putting actually quite a lot of effort and energy in something that you do want to manifest. I feel like it might be like something work, like a goal, like something work related. I feel like for some of you might be also something like a personal growth, or even like sort of like a glow up or a physical health element, where you really try to work on yourself, on your health, on in any aspect. Like I feel like it's an element of getting better at either your skills, if it's like something job related, or like working on yourself, getting better as a person, getting better physically, maybe getting better in your relationship. But there is an element of really putting in dedication and time and energy into something that feels actually quite aligned. Wherever you're trying to achieve feels very much aligned, and it's something that is coming from your higher self. It's not like something that you randomly decide to achieve and it doesn't have a big importance. It's something that feels like quite important for you to achieve, and it's something that is very aligned to your soul, to your spirit, and it's something that is very important for you at this point in time. And it feels like very much going in a healthy direction. Wherever you're working towards, or you want to achieve, it feels like very, very healthy and very, as I said, aligned. So next we have the 8 of Swords and the 5 of Pentacles in reverse, and these represent any of the future challenge that you might have. And I'm seeing here that you might have actually quite a lot of negative self-talk coming through, quite a lot of negative belief that show up in your mind, whether related to whatever you want to accomplish. So if it's something regarding career, money, then you have a lot of like negative thoughts about like not making enough money. If it's about health, then same thing, and so on. So it feels like the main obstacle that might come up in the future regarding what you are currently working on is really your own mind, because I feel like a lot of these things that come through for you, they're not necessarily real. They're just like program negative belief that you have within you that at time to times they hold you back. So I feel like I get the sense that you just put a lot of this energy and a lot of work into something, and then you make your step forward, and then the negative belief hits you, and then you kind of make a step backwards. So it's this movement of forward and backward, and the backward is just really created by this sort of like a mental prison that you put yourself into because of like a past negative belief, that they're just at this point hanging there and they just come out when you're putting all of this effort and energy in any moment that something maybe doesn't necessarily work out in the best direction, that the negative belief is just pounds at the opportunity of like bring you down. But this is, again, I just want to reiterate that this is just in your perception, in your head. Whatever you think is holding you back is actually not. So this, it feels like it's going to be the main challenge coming through in the near future. And next we have the future opportunities coming through, and we have the Death card and the Five of Wands. And I feel like for you in this process, there is like an incredible opportunity to completely transform, to completely alchemize, and kind of like unroot this negative belief that holds you back, and to really transform in the highest version of yourself, and to fully achieve what you're trying to manifest or you're trying to bring into life. I feel like you have the potential to really kind of like dissipate all this internal conflict that happens, and all this negative tension that happens, especially in your head, and maybe something that also like because of that creates as well in the external world, like any type of like external conflict that could manifest from this negative belief. I feel like you have the opportunity here, working on whatever is coming through on the negative front, to really completely transform into the highest version of yourself, the highest version that will reach what you're trying to manifest without a doubt. And it feels like very liberating, and as well very exciting, because it's like, it feels like a brand new chapter, a brand new experience, almost like a brand new life. I'm getting this kind of vibe. It's just where things will feel entirely like, maybe things from outside will not look as different, but internally they will feel incredibly different, because there is so much more ease and flow and balance and joy, and way less negativity, way less things that weigh you down. So I feel like you really have the possibility to completely transform, and like I get in the sense as well of a glow up, an incredible level of glow up, like internally, externally, in all levels, like just an incredible upgrade. So it's an amazing opportunity that you have, I feel like, in your hands even at the present time. It feels like this is very much near future things, so it's very much there for you. Next we have sort of the key advice from your future self, and we have the Strength card as well as the Page of Cups. And I feel like the main message that your future self wants to bring forward is that you are strong enough. You are actually incredibly strong. You have a lot of inner strength, and you do have the capacity and the will to actually move through all of these negative beliefs, to dissipate them, and to create this incredible sort of, I don't want to say future version of yourself, but like incredible, like transformed version of yourself. And I feel like there is a lot like of wonderful energy and potential as well into the part of you that is like the dreamer, that is sensitive, that receive messages. Like there is a message that's coming through that it's quite important for you at this point as well, to connect with your inner child, to connect with that purity of like, when you look at the world and you think I can manifest everything, because there is a part of like your inner child that is not tainted by all of this negative belief. and to reconnect with that, reconnect with excitement or the joy of what you want to manifest, and just let that part of yourself grow instead of like listening to your inner critic or the inner judge. And I feel like there is a beautiful unfolding where it's like the transformation that is there for you as an opportunity is transforming you in the highest version of yourself, that includes as well the beautiful inner child part of you, the dreamer part of you, the sensitive part of you that is just there waiting for you to be kind of let out. And again, I feel like I want to say again, because some of the moments where you might have this moment of negative thoughts and negative belief, they can be quite heavy, like energetically they can really bring you down. And in those moments, you remember that you are strong enough to do this. You are strong enough to eradicate them, and you are strong enough to bring yourself to the best timeline possible and the best version of yourself possible. You do have the strength and the will, and you can do this. So it's just kind of like a message that keeps coming through. And then finally, we have sort of like the next step that ideally immediately is important to take. So we have the Temperance card and the Queen of Wands. And I feel like with this, your future self really wants to kind of like come through with saying that it's important that you immediately, as much as you can, bring more balance into your life. So if there is some people or environment that you feel like bring you out of balance and bring you more into this negative, or bring out more of this negative belief and negative mindset, for you to kind of really kind of take a step back from them or from the environment as much as you can. Of course, there is some reality if it's your work environment, if it's your close family environment, there's some reality that is harder to step back, but to bring as much balance as you can and remove yourself as much as you can from anything that feels like negative or toxic to you. Because this process of eradicating this negative belief is not necessarily a piece of cake. It's not necessarily super easy. So you really want to set yourself up for success by creating the right environment, the nurturing environment that will bring out a balance within you. And I feel like there is a specific message that comes through as well for who is working on their health, to really make sure that you do prioritize, which is a very simple thing, but you do prioritize like food that are healthy for your body, are energizing, and just kind of and leave as much as you can out the habit or the type of foods that are like unhealthy for you. And I know this is it sounds like very simply said, but the reality of that is that when we have habits that they are not the healthiest, they're actually quite hard to break. Whether it's something that we do, something that we eat, like some pattern that we have. So as much as you can to, in the present moment, already try to go to what deeply inside brings you that balance, brings you that harmony. And as well to immediately, like right now, listening to this, to believe in yourself, to have more confidence in you, to have more confidence in your skills, in your capacity, in what you bring to the table, in the strength that you have, like, and know that you are charismatic, know that you're like passionate and independent and creative and optimistic, and to own all of this, and to really kind of bring this energy with you whenever you feel like some of these negative patterns show up or come up, and to really bring all of this energy to the table, because it's there. It's just, I feel like you somehow don't, I want to say you don't use it, but it's like you sometimes believe more the negative thoughts and the negative patterns that come up in your life. So to already, like, from now, kind of believe more in yourself and have more confidence in everything that you are and what you offer. So we're gonna pick some extra cards for you as a messages. We have the Messenger, Proclaim, Guide, Announce, and Counsel. What am I feeling coming through with this? I'm getting different messages. So I feel like there is something with you that you are really supposed to be on a path where you become a guide, a counsel for people. And in order to do that is very imperative that you first do that for yourself. So that first you go out of your own ways, your own negative patterns, your own negative belief, your own negative habit, so that you can become that role model, that guide, that counselor that people need. Because I feel like you're gonna support a lot of people with what you want to do, and in order to, like, before you're able to do that, you have to kind of like overcome it yourself. And this process, and that's why, like, I feel like we got the first 3 major arcana immediately. I feel like this process is extremely important because, as I just said, it's for you, but ultimately as well is for other people too, for what you are supposed to bring in the world. That I feel like kind of connected to your purpose is like, this is what you're gonna be offering, like, and you cannot fully do that until you overcome it yourself. So it feels like a very important message that your future self wants to give you, that you are ready. You just have to get through this transformation. Then you'll be able to be this guide and counsel for many other people, and you'll be like in the position of actually you supporting other people through what you're possibly going through right now. And then we have the way shower with Usher, decide, discern, defend. So I feel like with this card is very connected to what we were saying about the balance and finding environment, people they bring balance to you. I feel like you really have to discern very strongly what it feels like aligned, because it feels like what you are supposed to achieve is something quite, I want to say elevated, so like you have something quite special and quite unique that you're supposed to offer people. And I feel like you have to give it and you give yourself enough time to grow and become strong and to transform and evolve. And for that, you have to become really good with your boundaries, as well as really discern, like in any possible ways and contests, the right people for you, the right environment for you, and actually being, I get a sense of like you're supposed to be quite strict with things that do not bring you balance, to let them out of your life. Take the time that you need, but still like be quite strong with those boundaries, because I feel like you are brewing something really, really special, and you want to give yourself the best chance possible to have a smooth process yourself, and as well to be able to get the most of this process. Like you really want to eliminate anything that feels like toxic out of your life. As I said before, it can be food, can be environment, can be people, but really be strong with your boundaries and your discern. Discern feels like the main characteristic here, because I feel like deep down you know exactly what and who is good for you and what and who is not good for you, and just to enforce whatever you feel, and to enforce that in your reality. Then we have, oh, I love this, we have growth. There is so much growth that is for you ready to achieve and to, I feel like it's waiting for you. It's really waiting for you, and there is so much growth that I feel like you're also gonna support other people. Like I feel like it's an exponential growth. Your growth will become then the growth of a lot of other people once you step out in the position of becoming that guide and that counselor. And there is a lot of healing for you and other people in the future, on the table, and that's why I feel like we have all of these powerful messages for you. So I really hope that the process that you're going through will be for you as smooth as possible, because on the other side is really like the next timeline where it's like the best version of yourself, and you're gonna help and support so many people along the way. So very excited for you, my dear pile number one. So I feel like this reading is completed. Let me know, and I would love to hear if this resonated for you. You're very welcome to let me know in the comment section. And if you feel like called to support me, you can subscribe to the channel as well as liking this video. I will be super grateful, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in my next one. Bye. Hello pile 2. If you chose this butterfly sticker, then this is your reading on the important messages from your future self. So let's have a look what we got for you. So we initially have the Two of Swords, we have the Six of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, fit everything in, the Magician, and the Nine of Pentacles. Beautiful. As well as clarifiers, we have the Ace of Cups, the Three of Swords, the Devil in reverse, the Two of Wands, and the Judgment card. All right. Okay. So we begin with the Two of Swords and the Ace of Cups as the cards for your current energy. So I feel like what I'm sensing from these cards and from your energy pile too, I feel like I feel like you're on a crossroad. I feel like there is some important decision that you do have to make, and it's and you feel like you might be feeling a little bit stuck. You might be feeling like, I'm not sure which path to go, like, or there's something holding you back, and you feel like literally stuck on a crossroad. And I feel like what you need to decide about is something you care very, very deeply, and that's why it's so hard to make that decision or to take one path versus the other. I feel like for some of you it might be linked to a relationship, for some of you it might be like a spiritual path, or like even like a business project or a job. But it's something that you deeply care about, and it's like, I feel like a lot of like emotional heaviness of like, I really want to make the right choice, I really kind of like want to make sure, and there is a lot of compacted emotion because of that kind of holds you back from making the decision, taking the step towards one of the paths that you have in front of you. And then we have, with the next set of cards, like the future challenges that might come through for you in the near future. We have the Six of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. And I get a sense that, you know, like one of these choices, one of these paths, is a path that doesn't make you feel fulfilled. Is a path that I get a sense of like, you being taken for granted, and like you giving more energy that is given back to you, whether it's like even in a job where like, you know, they don't see your worth and then they'll pay you as much as you wish, or in a relationship where the person doesn't necessarily like sees you like and just takes you for granted. And I feel like there is a lot of emotional heartache and emotional pain with that, you know, like with, I specifically feel like one of these paths, you know, like has this really strong emotional pain. I can feel like the hurt and the depression, and like I keep getting sense that something is not balanced, power dynamics are wrong, like something that is quite toxic, and it's like, and I get a sense that you're doing all the best that you can. You're doing all that you can, but there is something that at the root of it is not balanced, is not aligned, and it kind of keep causing you this pain and loss. And I feel like of the choices that you have, I feel like when I talk about this, you know which one is the path and the option that I'm talking about, because you're already feeling this, you're already sensing this, or this is already show up in terms of like pain or emotional sorrow, because is the dynamic of the either relationship of the job or the spiritual path that you're taking, that something it doesn't feel aligned and is not harmonious and is like is not fulfilling. It's really not fulfilling, and I feel like you give more than what you've received, or it's something that is completely out of balance. And I feel like with the next card we have the future opportunities, what can be an opportunity coming through you in the near future. And we have the Four of Pentacles as well as the Devil in reverse. And I feel this specifically for actually the other path. If they're like, there might be just a second path, or there might be multiple other paths that you could take that you have to make the decision on. But I feel like the other path or some other path can lead you to more stability. I get a sense of something that can be very stable, like the opposite of this emotional unsettledness that you feel like. And there is an element of recovering from any dependence, any emotional toxicity, any even abusive emotional dynamic. And really reclaiming your power is like with this different path and option. I feel like you are choosing really yourself, and you release all like a negative pattern that has been there, that has just really hold you back. And I feel like a lot of this emotional stability is coming back, and a lot of this as well mental stability. I get the senses, even though it feels like very emotionally based, but of course also like internally and mentally you don't feel like happy or excited if you're going through all of this emotional pain. So I feel like there is a sense of like putting some sort of firm ground on yourself and with what you do and with the people involved when you choose this other option that you know is kind of, I feel like you really know which one is the healthy one and which one is not. And the other one, if you were wondering, the other option, the other path is really going to bring you that stability, and that even recovering from all of this toxicity or emotional abuse or patterns, even negative patterns. And I really feel like you're reclaiming your power in this choice, in this other option that you have. And then next we have like really the key advice from your future self, and we have the Magician as well as the Two of Wands. And I feel like they really like the main advice here is it's time to make the decision. It's time to decide which path you're gonna go on, because it's like the more you wait, the more it kind of like there is more emotional suffering in it. And like it is like a going out of your comfort zone in some ways, but is something that you're entirely prepared for. You have all the skills, you have all that you need in order to make the decision, in order to take the next step into this brand new path, into this brand new choice and option. And it's just really time. I feel like it kind of, the advice that is keep coming through is like, please, it's time to take the first step. No more waiting or being decisive. Like you deeply know inside what is the healthy path for you and what is not the healthy path for you. And it's really time, like I'm getting goosebumps, I'm getting a sense of like, yeah, like it feels scary, like it's a dual feeling. It's very exciting, but it's also extremely scary to the point of like almost like freezing, to like I'm not moving, but it's so important that you do take that first step, and make that choice, and then things will just kind of unfold very naturally after that. So really like you have everything you need to make the decision and take the first step ahead in making a decision and a path. Then next we have the next step. What immediate next step is important to take? And we have the Nine of Pentacles as well as the Judgment card. And I feel like again the messages coming through is like to really focus on things that make you feel like that you can flourish. Things or people that make you feel like, or the decision that will make you feel like you can flourish, you can blossom, where your worth is seen, appreciated, and cherished, where you can really feel like something is gonna grow. And I feel like, the immediate action, as we were just saying before, is really taking that final decision, taking that final step, because I feel like it feels like a very much a wake-up call. There is something that it's like an awakening. Like, I feel like it's quite a big decision of maybe something that has been in a certain way for a long time, and it's a scary one. I get that, I totally get that, but it's gonna be such a positive change and shift for you, then it's gonna open so many doors, and I feel like you're gonna have like a way more vibrant life once you kind of take this new path and leave something else or someone else behind, because it's something that wasn't healthy for you in any way, shape, or form. And I get this feeling of finally you finding like your abundance, your blossoming with this decision that you need to make. And it's there for you. It's definitely there for you. It's just getting over the fear of making that step and making that call, and like making the decision. So we're gonna pick some extra card for you to see what other messages Spirit has for you. We have Love Maker, love, give, receive, and be. Oh my god, this is so beautiful. I feel like, it's like, as we were just saying now, in making this decision, you really want to tap into creating like I'm just gonna show you as well closer her face. Like, she is in bliss. She is in her full authenticity, her full joy, her full blossoming. And I feel like in making your decision, in taking the direction that you're supposed to take, you want to have that as a guiding light, like being like, what is the path, what is the decision that will allow me to be authentic, to blossom, to give and receive, and to just literally being yourself, and to shine, and to be able to shine your light. Because I feel like the decision that you are gonna make is gonna bring you to this, but you do also have to put it as a priority. So it's so important that that kind of gets prioritized within you, and like leaving completely other priorities versus other people, because like you want to be able to live from this place of love, like, and joy and bliss and vibrancy. And then we have Empath, feel, relate, understand, console. I feel like you are somebody very empathetic, somebody that has prioritized other people feeling, other people needs, and for how beautiful it is to be an empath and to be the understanding person, and to kind of like forgive something or somebody, or just kind of find, I don't want to say excuses for another person or another environment. It's important that you empathize as well towards yourself, and you do prioritize your feelings and your needs and your and what you feel is gonna blossom you, because it's just so important. It's so important that you now put yourself first. I feel like you want to have this blossoming for you too now. It's enough for like thinking about the blossoming of other people or the feelings of other people. Is now really time to prioritize your own. And then we have the resilience. I remain steadfast on the path of my truest desires. Yes, it's about to be resilient. It's about time to be resilient about you, about your needs, about what will make you joyful and blossom, and what will really see your worth, acknowledge your worth, appreciate your worth, and really the whatever is gonna bring you life and joy, this is for you to have, like, and it's your time now to be like really strong about this and really chose the path that is gonna give you all of this. And I get a sense you already know the path that is gonna give you this. It's just about making the choice. So dear pile 2, this was your reading. I hope it resonated. You're very welcome to let me know in the comments. If you feel inspired to support me, you can subscribe to the channel as well as liking this video. I will be super grateful, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in my next one. Bye. Hello pile 3. If you chose the eye sticker, then this is your reading on the important messages from your future self. So let's see what we got for you. We have the Two of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, the Six of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Empress. Oh, I can't this. As well as clarifiers, we have the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Cups, the Page of Swords, the Hermit, and the Queen of Swords. Oh wow, interesting. Alright, so we begin with the Two of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands, and these really represent your current energy. So what I'm getting from them is that I get a sense that you're juggling multiple things. Whether like on a work context, on an emotional level, you're just like doing a lot. I feel like there is some specific things in which, or people in which you put a lot of energy and effort, and you have specific goals, specific things that you want to achieve. But it's like, it's not just one, it's kind of multiple things that you're juggling at the same time. And I feel like you have put a lot of perseverance and resilience and energy and effort, and I feel like you are very close to succeeding, but you haven't arrived quite yet to the place of succeeding. There is still like a place, like length to go. And I get a sense of like some fatigue, some of like, oh my god, I've done so much, and I haven't arrived yet, so it's like a dual energy where you are quite passionate about what you want to manifest in your goals and what you've been putting all your work and energy in, but at the same time part of it is like oh my god, like I haven't reached the final goal yet and I'm already quite tired. So part of your energy feels a little bit depleted, even though you are putting the work, you are putting the energy in and the perseverance. So this feels like very much the current state of your energy right now. Then next we have the future challenges that might come up for you in the very near future. And we have the Eight of Wands as well as the Knight of Cups. So what I'm getting from them is that there might be a sense brewing up in you of like a rush, of urgency, of like impatience, of like, okay, I've put a lot of work now, where are my results, where am I, like, and it felt like it can go like in two direction of like being like impatient, or as well feeling lethargic, of like losing that momentum, losing that kind of like drive that you had so far. So it feels like very much a card that is like, I'm ready to get my reward now. And I feel like you might, as a challenge, you might be losing track of like the positive things that brought you to want to reach your goals in the first place. The like, I don't want to say the love part of what you want to manifest or what you wanted to achieve, but the part that makes you like wanted to go for them in the first place. The magic, the creativity, the romance, wherever you felt like it was your initial goal, like on the side of what you wanted to achieve, the feeling or the state that you wanted to achieve with your goal, I feel like you might be losing track of that because of being too focused on the goal itself. So being too like losing perspective on the on the process, and just kind of focusing on a final goal that feels like still a little bit far, and something that you feel like already put a lot of work and effort and energy on, and there is this kind of energy of like, I just want it now. Just want it now. And this feels something that can be a challenge, because it will actually slow down the progress that you're gonna make, and the achieving your goal faster. This is actually gonna do the opposite effect, because either you're gonna put pressure on yourself, or you're gonna feel like the lethargy of like, oh, I don't know if I have any more to give, or I don't know if I have, and yet you're so close. You're so close. Next, we have the future opportunities that are coming your way, and we have the Six of Cups as well as the Page of Swords. And I feel like with this is like there is actually quite a lot of opportunity in this process, in also within the challenges that are coming through, because equally, you know, while the challenge could be those, there is also equally the possibility and the opportunity for you to actually open up more, and to find all the romance, all the good feeling that you had about it, then you started off, and to replenish yourself with those good sensation, good feelings that you wanted to manifest in the first place, and not waiting the final goal, or to reach the final goal, in order to feel good about yourself, in order to feel good about what you're doing. And I feel like also there is the opportunity of including in your life more connection, friendship, special connection, that actually are very supportive to you and what you want to accomplish in your vibration, and they're like where you are, like, so opening up, not losing focus on what your goal is, but just open it up more to include more things that will enrich your life on an emotional level, on a fulfillment type of level. And I feel like that will bring you back that feeling of curiosity, that feeling of like enjoyment or excitement, because I get a sense that throughout this process of the energy that you put through, there is a part of you that became a little bit jaded. And the other side of that is that the opportunity is there for you to actually lose this jaded part of you, and just really kind of reconnect to the pure intention, reconnect or connect for the first time with new people, new energies around you. They're very nurturing, and they're like bring you back to that state of like why you chose to do, or why you made a decision, or why you put the effort in that, where you put it in the first place. So make you connect to those beautiful feelings, and that part of yourself, then the more curious and excited part of yourself that really like enjoys life more. Next, we have the advice really from your future self, the main advice, and we have the Seven of Pentacles as well as the Hermit card. And I feel like with the Seven of Pentacles is a really good message, because it feels like the main advice in this for you is that what you're doing and what you're building is a long-term investment. And it's like it requires more patience and planning, and yes, you are very close, and yes, you already put a lot of work in, but this is a long-term goal, and it is gonna bring you long-term success and long-term fruition. So that is important to have within the process, within when you're going through, and all the energy that you put it in, more patience and more belief that is gonna eventually, and I feel like quite soon, already bear fruits. It's just patience keep kind of coming back of like, you just have to believe that things will turn out in your favor. You just really have to continue stay the course, continue put like the effort that you put in, with as well the love, like allowing the jaded part of you to just kind of like diminish, and opening up to new connection, new energies, and opening up to the good feelings that brought you to what you're doing in the first place, and have more patience in the process, because you will soon reap the reward of this, and this is going to bring you long-term rewards, long-term success. That's why there is so much that you've been putting into it, and I think you know that, you feel like that's why you kind of work towards this to begin with. Sometimes it's just, that's not what we want to hear, that we need to be more patient, but that's, I feel like, the main message. And I feel like as well with the Eremit, I feel like you are somebody that knows where you need to go, your direction. You have your own, you don't have the need of like necessarily receiving guidance from outside so much. You have your own inner guidance that guides you through. So like, I feel like you know all of this. You just need to be reminded of that. And I feel like your path for you inside you is actually quite clear. Sometimes we just need a reminder here and there, you know, because we're only human, right? Next, we have the important next step to take, your future self is advising you, and we have the Empress as well as the Queen of Swords. And I feel like with this, reconnecting with the nurturing side, reconnecting with the things that make you love on, or go for what you're trying to manifest in the first place, to really reconnect with that part, reconnecting with the nurturing part of you. And I feel like number one, the first thing that is very important right now for you to already step into is become more nurturing towards yourself, to find way to deeply nourish yourself, because you are somebody that put a lot of work into something external, like it can be external of you, it can be a project, it can be even towards yourself, but I feel like you put in like a lot of work and effort, and it's important that you reward yourself for it and you nurture yourself. And you do, like, I feel like it's quite important as well, you put yourself as a priority right now, like, and you just kind of like prioritize things that you feel like really nurture you, or prioritize a planning and a schedule that also allows you to have some time off, to do some self-care, to feel like already, I get it, the message is coming through as well, is like to already put yourself in the state where it's like you already receive your goal, you already receive the success of your goal. So to kind of already live from that place of luxury and nurturing, that will help you to manifest faster what you want to manifest, but as well as like live the process and going through the process of what you're doing in a much more enjoyable way. And I feel like another important thing to do very soon is to have better boundaries, very clear boundaries on what it is nurturing for you, what is not, and to become very clear in your communication as well towards people, not being harsh on anything, but to be really honest with your boundaries, what is nurturing, what is not nurturing, and to be kind about it, but to be very, very clear on your communication with your boundaries, because I feel like it's really important in this point in time that you nurture yourself. Because I feel like you have something amazing to accomplish, and you've been already putting a lot of work in, and you're so close, and you don't want to get burned out. You don't want to not enjoy the process and arrive at the goal being completely drained. So you really want to start to shift your approach to what you're doing by start to nurture yourself more, start to maybe shift your schedule a little bit, and start to like really prioritize your nurturing and your rest, and that feeling of feeling like abundant, you know, with your life and within yourself. So yeah, have really beautiful hopes for you with your number pile 3. So we're gonna pick some extra cards as messages from your future self. Let's see what is coming true. Oh, this came from the last group as well. We have empath, feel, relate, understand, and console. I feel like many of you are empaths, and they're very sensitive to everything that happens around them and everyone, and it's easy to get caught up, unfortunately, to what other people need, or to nurture other people instead of like nurturing your own or yourself. But I feel like in this specific situation, even though it's a beautiful quality to be an empath, because you are trying to manifest something, because you are in this process, it's really important that you do set these clear boundaries, because some people will take advantage of that, and I feel like you don't have the energy or the time to actually wasting it in other people or other things that are not aligned with you and they are not nurturing to you ultimately. So to become really good with your boundaries and not allow literally everybody to be in your field, in your energetical field, and to, you know, kindly but say no to some people that you feel they're just going to take energy out of you or they're not nurturing at the end of the day. So this feels like a very strong message coming through. And then we have Dancer, Shift, Dance, and Rapture and Embody. I feel this card is really calling for you to have more fun, you know, for you to let go a little bit, to enjoy the process. This is what really keeps coming through, like with as well with the Empress card and the Six of Cups before. It feels like, yes, you have a clear path ahead, and you know what you want to manifest, you know the direction that you're going, but it's so important that you also enjoy the process. It's also important that you let loose sometimes, you know, like, and find those things that allow you to do that. So it can be dancing for some of you, it can be singing, it can be even walking in nature, whatever that might be, that allows you to let loose and to feeling like nurture or energized. This is something you really want to go towards, because it's gonna support you as well achieve what you want to achieve, and again having a better time while you are at it. And then lastly we have Stillness. I feel like everything that you need, you know inside. I feel like you have a really high level of awareness, and you know your path, so you know immediately what actually will be good for you to do, what will be nurturing for you to do, which people, which activity, and it's just about, I feel like in your case is taking action on it. Like take action towards the things that are nurturing, that are gonna raise your vibration, they're gonna help you sustain your vibration through whatever you want to manifest, and it's gonna be wonderful. It's just taking the steps and the action towards that. I feel like a very clear message, but I feel like you already know, you have enough awareness, and this, I feel like this, I'm gonna say overview, but you know your path, you have a very strong inner connection, and it's just about falling, like letting go this sort of like urgency or feeling of like being either stuck or stagnating or even lethargic, and just, you know, really moving towards things that kind of raise your vibration and make you feel like you are connected to yourself and you're connecting with your environment, and they bring you up and they nurture you. And I feel like you're gonna reach your goal or whatever you want to manifest so much sooner and with so much more joy and ease within the process. So yay for you, my dear pile 3. I hope this reading resonated. You're very welcome to let me know in the comments. If you feel like inspired to support me, you can subscribe to the channel as well as liking this video. I would be super grateful, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in my next one. Bye. Hello pile 4. If you chose this sun sticker, then this is your reading on the important messages coming from your future self. So we're gonna get immediately into it to see what we got for you. We have the Five of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, the Four of Cups, the Four of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and then we have the clarifier for each card. We have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Fool, the Two of Swords, and the Six of Pentacles. Very interesting. Okay. So we begin with the Five of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, that represent really your current energy. And what is coming through with these two cards is that you might be feeling disappointed, you might be feeling like sadness about something that you feel like it didn't work out, something that you feel like maybe you missed out on an opportunity, or you feel like some things like that you were hoping to go in a different way just didn't go exactly in that way. And I feel like there is a lot of like the expression for this card is like a crying over spilled milk, and I feel like I get a sense that there was nothing that you could have done to make to necessarily obtain a different result. It's not about like blaming yourself for whatever it is that didn't work out. I feel like whatever it was specifically, it wasn't meant to be for you that specific time, or that person, or that job, that project. I feel like it wasn't about you. Like that is the message that I keep getting. Like I know there is quite like a deep sense of sadness or disappointment, but it's not like the main message that I'm getting is like it's not your fault. It wasn't about you. It's not your fault. It's just whatever you wanted or you were after wasn't necessarily meant to be for you for that specific time or for that specific person, and the right thing will come. So yeah, this is the main message with the current energy. Then we have your future challenges, and we have the wheel as well, like the Seven of Pentacles. And I'm getting a clear message that one of the challenges that might be coming through for you in the near future is actually shifting the belief that for you it's possible for your luck to change. It's possible actually for you to have like a positive result or a succeeding result to the goal that you wanted to achieve, that you felt like you missed an opportunity on. So whether it's the job or whether it's like relationship, I feel like the main challenge here is really you believing like on a deeper level that for you is not gonna happen, or that something is gonna come in along your way like and just stop you from achieving or reaching what you wanted to achieve. And I feel like this type of thought or this belief is actually what also stops you in the first place, because as I said before, I feel like whatever didn't work out in the past wasn't about you, it wasn't your fault. It just wasn't meant to be for whatever reason. But it doesn't mean that the right thing for you is not going to show up. So to really become aware of any conscious or unconscious belief or phrases or things that come up for you when you think about manifesting that relationship, the job, if there's something that goes along the line, I'm never gonna get there, that is not gonna happen for me, those beliefs are like what is actually stopping you as well from manifesting, or even like putting more perseverance and hard work into what you do want to manifest, because it kind of holds you back. Then next we have the future opportunities that will come along the way in the near future, and we have the Four Cups as well as the Fool. And I'm really happy to see this, because I get a sense as much as you have this moment where you do shift and think like, this is not going to happen for me, you also going to have the opportunity and the capacity to really go within, cut out the noise, even cut out of the noise of your own head and the negativity of your own head, and really allow yourself this fresh new beginning, this leap of faith, where you do start to believe that actually, anything can happen, that, like you have so many opportunities in front of you, and whatever you wanted to manifest, it can happen also for you too. So like kind of reconnecting with that part of you that kind of dreams and believes like that you can manifest whatever you do want. And I love this for you, because I feel like this is the key of shifting that internally on a really deep, also unconscious level, because you are going to start to attract and manifest what you want, instead of like go for the people or the things that are actually deeply unavailable to you, because internally you have that frequency or that belief that is not going to happen, like for you. So like shifting that internally, I feel like it's going to be a huge game changer for you in manifesting what you want very soon. And next we have the key advice from your future self regarding this. And we have the Four Wands as well as the Two of Swords. And I feel like your future self is saying like what you want with the Four Wands. The Four Wands is the celebration card, is the success card. Is like you're going to get it. you're gonna get what you want. You just really have to believe that you have to remove the doubt, you have to remove the confusion, you have to remove any inner conflict inside that says that you're not gonna get what you want, you're not gonna manifest that person, you're not manifest the job, because you just are. And the quicker you kind of cut out that unconscious belief, the faster you're gonna manifest what you want to manifest. And it feels like very much like, like there for you, it's just right there. And the thing that you're going to manifest is going to be meant for you. You're going to start to attract the people, the situation that are in resonance with your energy, and they're available to you, instead of attracting people or situation or jobs that are not really available to you, because it's just the potential of it, but it's not the right vibration, the right frequency. So it feels like, yes, it's really meant to be for you. Just believe in that. Believe in yourself and believe that you can manifest it. Next, we have the next steps that are important to take for you, like immediately, like in order to manifest what you want. And we have the Ace of Cups as well as the Six of Pentacles. And I feel like in this case, one thing that is very, very important for you is to, as we said, to start to believe that you can manifest it, but as well already feeling that frequency. Like the first thought that came through is like for you to start to write like a gratitude journal. Something linked to gratitude, where you reconnect with all the positive vibes and the positive feelings of what it is like to have what you want to have, and already embody that vibration, embody that, yes, I do have it, I'm good, so you're actually gonna manifest and attract that really, really fast. And to open up more to gratitude in all the way that you can think, and all the ways that it work for you, because everybody's slightly different. So for me, journal works better, but if your way to express gratitude to the universe is different, then use what it works for you. And as well, like I feel like opening up to support. So this is a specific message for some. It might not be resonating for everybody, but I feel like if there is something that you need support on, open up to your friend, open up to your community, ask for support, like share, like, oh, I'm looking for like a job or a partner, and you will be surprised how many people that will come through for you in kind of like, if you come from that place of gratitude and the vibration of gratitude, like how many people will come through, like, oh yeah, I have this friend that I can introduce you to, I have this job or this possible potential job for you, and it feels like it's already there. You just have to shift your vibration. So we're gonna pick some extra cards as well from some other messages from your future self. We have the Sorceress, Summon, Conjure, Weave, Enchant. Oh my god, yes. I feel like with this gratitude that we were talking about, I feel like you have the capacity to manifest it as far as you believe it. As far as you believe it's possible to manifest it, you have the capacity. It's like magic, being a witch, whatever you want to call it, like being a sorceress, like being a wizard, and you have to believe it. You have to kind of do whatever you feel like it puts you in line with this gratitude vibration, and the vibration of like, I've already have that, and you're gonna manifest it without a doubt, without a single doubt, and actually feel like very, very fast too. And next we have Spirit with Renew, Detox, Purify, and Cleanse. And yes, I feel like there is a big cleanse needed with any negative thought, any unconscious belief that make you feel like you're not gonna get what you want, you don't deserve what you want, whatever on this line has to go. It's time to kind of cleanse it out of your system, out of your mind, out of anything you've related, and really focus on what you want to manifest, on the vibration, on the feeling, so that you can manifest it faster and have like and not be focused on the negative of like the past of like, oh, that didn't work out, because those things were not meant to be for you. We're not on your vibration. We're coming for this vibration like, I cannot achieve that, I cannot have that. So it's time to let all of that thicker, denser belief system go, cleanse it out of your spirit, being, body, everything, and just allow it in the highest vibration possible. Oh, this we got it as well from the group. We have growth. I feel like there is another card as well I want to pick for you. This one. Inspired action. Okay. So I feel like with growth, yes, there is so much growth that I feel like that can happen, and like I can really see you flourishing with this, you know, like as soon as you shift those belief set and you shift how you perceive things, you're gonna manifest so much growth and so much abundance for yourself and the life that you kind of dream, you know, like whether it's, as I said, a job, a partner, I feel like you can manifest it, and it's just about you believing that you can. Then we have inspired action. I take inspired action to materialize my desires. Yes, that's exactly what we've been talking about. Just tuning into how and what, you know, like makes you feel like it puts in that gratitude space, and what makes you feel like is the right activity or the right type of like action for you to take to be more and more in gratitude. And then wherever is coming from that, take action coming from that energy, that vibration, because you're going to be able to manifest everything that you want. You have the capacity. I feel like you can wave reality, and so far you've been waving something negative because you've been believing that. But as soon as you shift that, you're going to be able to wave a reality that is aligned with what you want, with your desires, with your soul, and it's going to be fantastic. So I'm very excited for you, my dear Neo Pile 4. So let me know in the comments if this reading resonated. I'll be really curious to hear. And if you feel inspired to support me, you can subscribe to the channel as well as liking this video. I'll be super grateful. And I'm looking forward to seeing my next one. Bye.